Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Battle Breakers videos, heading into 2211 once again to try to do things a little bit differently. A lot of you guys are still needing to do it, so I wanted to try to beat this with a different type of a loadout. I'm going in with Guan Yu and Vine Queen Elide, and actually going in with the Silent Blade to try to do some cool, fun and amazing things. A huge thanks to everyone out there using my supporter creator ID to support my work. Remember that a portion of sales goes to me when using my supporter creator code or link. Anyway guys, first room here where we have a lot of water. The main challenge here is that the archers are gonna area buff things, so they're gonna take out our tank almost no matter what we do. So I'm buffing up our tank that intercepts, and I'm targeting an archer right away. When I do that, Silent Blade is actually going to do like a stealth attack, which is, he's pretty cool. I really hope to demonstrate how amazing this hero is a little bit, even though Celicia, Lady Sun and Cuddle team leader are the main things that you want to beat this based on the heroes I brought here. So now that we have a little bit of room, I'm using Vine Queen Elide to put down these nature allies. The reason for that being that whenever any one of my allies or heroes, whenever they use a special ability, my Silent Blade is going to attack. So I'm getting a lot of free attacks out of my Silent Blade. If I boost him up, he's gonna deal like 300% damage to like 50,000 attack points or something crazy like that. So my goal is to have these vines as a bit of extra damage that I can use to to deal with Silent Blade. That was how I hope to do this, because Vine Queen Elide is actually pretty amazing, but we don't really need a lot of these. Look at that, how Silent Blade is just attacking whenever the other units are doing something amazing. It's gonna add up to a lot of damage during this game. But anyway, the things to keep in mind here is that we want to have Cuddle team leader ready for the next room. So I want to make sure that she is off cooldown as I pin down the boss. I have 75 turns left. I have a lot of time. Last crystals got broken there, so that was a bit of a shame. But always keeping in mind that Cuddle team leader should be ready for the next room, and I want to be healed up. I want to have my tank up and running again, preferably good health. I can look at the board colors to see if I can regenerate mana. Just make sure that I am fit for fight. When I use Lifebringer Celicia's ability here, she will also revive the fallen allies, which means that all of these vines that kind of reproduce, so to say, or grow, are gonna come back, allowing Silent Blade to deal insane amounts of damage every turn, because these allies use a special ability when they have enough mana for it, and whenever they do that, he is going to attack as well. So he can attack 100 times in a single turn if we have the board set up for it. So pretty crazy. But anyway, as you can see here, the vines are attacking. He's jumping in every once in a while. Lady Sun is doing her magic as well. We're closing in on the end of room 1, meaning that I'm boosting up Lady Sun once again so that she will start firing or continue to fire in the next room. All I need to now is I don't want the Cuddle team leader to be on a cooldown. But the setup that I have here actually allows me some creative freedom. I can use the Cuddle team leader now, but then I can actually boost up Guan Yu. I can boost up Lady Sun. I have specials that I can use without having enemies on the board, which means that now I have a 2-turn cooldown on the Cuddle team leader, but I can boost up Guan Yu, and I can do that with this Silent Blade as well to put him into stealth mode, making my Cuddle team leader completely ready for the next room. So just nudging things around. In this room we have Blade Dancer Claire, and she is a beast. She ignores defense. She can Thanos snap your heroes if you attack her. She has a high chance of counter-attacking. When she does that, your unit is just going to die. So I'm stunning the room with the Cuddle team leader. I'm trying to avoid the counterattacks by not targeting Claire directly, hoping that if I use Lady Sun, she's gonna shoot her without taking a counterattack, that my allies are going to attack her and she will Thanos snap those instead, and that My Silent Blade's attacks in stealth mode where he isn't targetable is going to keep him safe, and then I'm hoping that my Cuddle team leader will keep her on a cooldown, because even though the counter attacks are super strong, she also has some nasty attacks of her own. So what you can do in here is that you can target the towers so that those are the main targets that should retaliate. That's just like how I think about this battle. Try not to target Claire too directly because she has this high chance of hitting you back. I don't know if you can actually counter it this way. It's not a 100% counter attack chance, but it seems to be working based on the amount of times I have played the 22-11 so far. Not really losing that many heroes to Claire, and it's kind of important because I run low on mana on Lifebringer Celicia if I need to rest up all the time. But once again, I can drag out time in this room if I need to, because I can use abilities such as the one on Guan Yu, on Lady Sun, on Vine Queen Elide, on the Silent Blade, even with no opponents on the board. I can farm mana if I need to by acting whenever the board color matches up with the hero color. But now we are pretty much good to go. I just need to get the Cuddle team leader up and running. I need my stun. I do have the mana on Lifebringer Celicia. I'm just thinking about, do I want to act on board color to farm up a little bit, but I think we're just gonna be moving forward. We have a decent amount of turns left. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the like super easy rooms. With the setup I have here, the threat is of course the many Zeraths. We have the archers that remove defense. They fire a lot of times. So once again, I'm stunning the room as good as I can with the Cuddle team leader. The Zeraths that have survived, they're gonna hit Guan Yu, but he is boosted up. He has a high amount of defense and a high amount of health. So as you can see, he's not really taking that much damage. So like with the initial round covered, most is stunned on a cooldown. It is just about like pinning them out, taking them out with Lady Sun, and with my Silent Blade that's going to be acting whenever I activate a special ability on any of my nature heroes or a damaging special ability on the other heroes. So we're getting a lot of extra damage. I'm putting in a sneak just to get mana. I'm in a decent spot mana wise, but there is no reason for me not to get even more. We're on a nature board. The board is locked to nature, so I can farm up mana and health for my heroes just by acting. So I don't even need to activate the special abilities if I don't want to. I can really drag out time here because I have a heavy nature element group on a fixed nature board. So I should be very ready to enter the next room. My Cuddle team leader is down on health. It doesn't really matter because we're just gonna be using him in here to stun out and give us like freedom to actually work. Celicia is a water element hero, so she won't take that much damage. But in this room here, we have a heavy area of attack, and we're gonna be taking fire damage, which is bad for all my nature element heroes. Once again, using the Cuddle team leader to stun the board down, working on getting all the creep away. I'm putting in my Panlong because it deals like 4 times as much damage to fire element heroes. It's not a smart move as such, but I feel like I have the power to pull it off. Like my nature things went poof. I was expecting that. I had loads of mana on Celicia, so I can just bring them back up, start putting in vines, and just start farming the map. These are pretty squishy enemies. This is a pretty heavy area damage room, so you really want to, like, to the extent that you can, make sure that you're not gonna be taking all area damage all the time, because like bursting is crazy if you don't start like clearing out things. Also, thing to keep in mind here is that when Mei dies, she's going to deal area fire damage, and I'm sorry we have like a motorcycle outside or something making a noise, but there is nothing I can do about that. So keeping again the Cuddle team leader, I want him ready for the next room. And I want Mei to go down without losing all of my heroes. So it's like right now Elide is pretty squishy, but I have boosted her up. She is maxed both in terms of potions and gear, so she should be able to survive the area damage from Mei, but it is the opposing element, so it is a bit tricky. But that was easy. I was expecting more damage. Alright, so now we're coming into another very interesting and very easy room, the Giga Tech bots. The thing you need to keep in mind about these is that they boost the attacks of each other. Like they deal an amount of damage, an attack equal to the amount of bots on the board, and they all count as 2 bots. So every time you remove just one of these, you're going to make the attack of all the others weaker. So it is really a board that is just about getting rid of the creep really fast, so you don't have a high opponent count, then you're gonna get weak attacks. And of course we have opponents in every element, but this is like such an easy room to get past in my opinion, at least once you know how to play it. Once again, like you kind of want to have the stun ready for the next room. I have 1 cooldown on the Cuddle team leader, which is okay because I'm going into the next room, and then boom, we have the crazy pains. Now this is a very interesting battle, a very interesting room. We have reflection and heal, defense boost, indirect damage, area of attack, and of course we have interception, making it really hard to do what I want to do, and that is to get rid of Mira and Zerath first, because they're gonna add block, reflect, and even more defense to everything. And like the intercepting tanks are just gonna try to absorb all the attacks, keeping the supporters up and running. So I'm stunning again with Cuddle team leader, and I'm just crossing my fingers hoping that random from the Silent Blade and from Lady Sun is going to make sure that the Miras and the Zeraths go away, so that I just have the heavy opponents left. And these can be a bit of a challenge in themselves. They have high amounts of defense. The machines have on death effects that boost up defense even more. But at this point, like due to the setup that I have, I should be pretty safe. I still have the Panlong pet. I was not expecting it to have survived this far. But the thing about Gabriel that is important to keep in mind is that he deals a lot of damage to newly revealed enemies. So when you summon in a pet, it is going to take a high amount of damage from his passive ability. So summoning pets in this room is a pretty bad deal, and the same goes for the vines. As you can see, they just died immediately. But the cool thing about Elide is that when an ally dies, there is a 40% chance to summon 2 new allies, which means that even though Gabe is removing these all the time, they're actually coming back to the board, well, some of them, as you can see, and whenever they attack with their special, they're going to trigger the ability on Silent Blade that is going to go in stealth mode and deal high amounts of damage to Gabe as well. So we have some, in my opinion, very interesting synergies in play in this group lineup. I'm going to be coming with a lot of different ways that I hope to share. You can win 22-11 based on a lot of different heroes. Next battle is not going to be with the Cuddle team leader, because I know it is going to be close to impossible for a lot of players to get their hands on if they didn't start early. Celicia is a little bit more meh. She is the only good wrestler that we have in the entire game. I've been looking into making mono teams, but no matter what I do, I feel that I am lacking the resurrection power in Lifebringer Celicia. So until I get a good substitute for her, she is going to be a fixed part of winning the 22-11 battle. Unless I get like crazy damage, or like in some, perhaps we're just going to be focusing on reflection or other things, then of course I may not need her. But those are my thoughts about my 22-11 guides for the members area moving forward. Trying to do this with a lot of different heroes, a lot of different synergies, to like if you have specific things to work with that you would like me to win 22-11 with, to show you how I would do it, then put it down there in the comments. I will try to make videos about it to help you out. These are not the first time rewards. I'm not getting Gabriel, I already have him, but this is what you get when you win the battle multiple times. Important to note is these evolution materials that you may or may not need. They represent a 100,000 coin value each, and you can go into your treasury and actually sell them. So you're getting like more than 600,000 in coin value, and you're getting some essence for every tribe, every area in the game. So once again here guys, Cuddle team leader, I am including it for 4 turn stuns pretty much across the board. That is why she is here, not for anything else. Silent Blade goes into stealth mode and deals crazy amounts of backstab damage whenever another ally uses a special ability that damages, or any nature element uses a special. It doesn't even need to damage, and it is a high attack unit already. So very interesting to play with. Then of course we have Guan Yu, my main tank. Cool thing about him is that he boosts up his stuff when you have him. You have a really cool synergy where he gets hit points added to attack, and when you use his special, he gets his attack added to defense, and then he locks the board to nature. Really meaning that you can like double boost up his defense to make him like a super survivor, and it really synergizes well with having Vine Queen Elide as a commander as well. Like Lifebringer Celicia, she has a stun for full turn whenever one of your things die, which is amazing, and then of course you can resurrect everything. Lady Sun is still like the queen of the Kung Fu fighters in this game, in that she just deals so much damage, and she has the power of random, which may or may not be like to your advantage, but 400% damage at the start of every turn and a second shot dealing 100 damage. It really allows you to stack crazy amounts of damage and armor reduction in every game. So anyway guys, that was what I had to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for supporting my channel by being a member. For now guys, thank you very much for watching.